Hello everyone, this is AruvaChan, and if you are watching this on the day it comes out, happy Easter! And if you don't celebrate Easter, then happy Sunday! And welcome to one of my videos. These are speed paints. They are generally long, so if you aren't interested in that kind of stuff, I'd switch off now. If you are interested, say hello in the chat, and whatever you're feeling right now, what candy you guys got for Easter. So how are you all doing today? I'm doing really good. It's really late at night and I'm recording this just the day before Easter, so I can actually get a video out for you guys. So today I'm doing a video which is, it's not really a bunny OC, it's a sort of, I don't know, Chimera OC, I guess? If I can call it that. It's not my OC. This is actually a picture for a friend that I did. And her name is actually Fern Pudding. She's one of my moderators on Discord. And if you are on my Discord, you probably know her. She's pretty cool. She has a lot of really cool OCs. And I figured, looks like a bunny enough. Post it on Easter. And I have a little bit of an embarrassing story to tell you guys. So earlier I was at my friend's house and we usually hang out on Saturdays because usually during the weeks he works. He has a 9-to-5 job, except it's like a 5 to 3 job, sort of. It's a little bit earlier than a 9-to-5. It's like a 7 to 3. He's done with it now, but we still keep up the habit of hanging out on Saturday nights. And we order out pizza and we watch scary movies and then we just goof around for, however long. And today we watched our scary movie, we ate our pizza, and afterwards we were watching makeup videos. And we got really into the Halloween makeup the past few years. And he's gotten into video effect makeup, and he really enjoys doing that kind of stuff, and he can never really get it right on his own face. And I'm always up for literally anything. He gave me a haircut today, and I was like, cool. He rebuzzed half of my face, half of my head, and he did a little line. You can't really see it very well in my hair because it's blonde, but the places where it is pink, you can see it. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off point. I'm basically up for anything, so I said, sure. As long as I can paint your face afterwards, we can paint my face. So we do it looks like a galaxy skull face mask just on my lower jaw, from my nose down. And he is doing it, and he is not liking it. He is doing pinks and blues, and it's not blending very well. So I say, well, why don't we take a break? It's not that bad. We can just chill for a little while. It was 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock at that point. We can just chill. I can paint your face, and we can just kind of go from there. So I start painting his face, and I painted cracks, a doll cracking, and I really liked it, but it took a good hour and a half, maybe 2 hours for me to just do a little tiny corner of his face. I did it from his left eye down to his jawline, and it looked really good. Well, I didn't think it looked very good, but when you look far away, it looks pretty good, which I was actually pretty happy about. And I didn't do too much of his face because I was using mostly black, and I didn't want it to get everywhere because he said it took him a really long time to get all of the black off of his face, and he didn't want to get it around his eyes because he had to really scrub it really hard to get it off. And he had a practice the next day, and he didn't want to go into practice looking like he had black eyes. So he had scrubbed it all off, and he looked mostly normal. It looked like he was tired, but he looked pretty good. Now we get back to painting my face. It's taking a really long time for him to paint my face. And I'm not saying that it's like, you know, it should have taken a lot less. Like, I'm not mad that it took a while, because it's difficult to paint somebody else's face, and we weren't using like makeup, whereas the video we were watching was using makeup. We were watching, it was actually some kid on Instagram who we found it from first. Like, he's some little kid who is probably like 13 or 14, and he's just like discovered makeup, and he absolutely is in love with it, which is amazing to see. My friend, he's like, oh, like, this is actually really cool, really fun, but we don't have like actual makeup, because he's afraid that people are gonna judge him if he goes into Walmart and gets actual makeup. Which I did tell him, like, you can buy this kind of thing online. And he's like, well, yeah. But we're using Halloween drugstore like makeup, and it's like the super oily cream kind, and it goes on really well. Like, it feels really smooth and it doesn't irritate your skin, but it doesn't blend very well, which was where he was having his problems. Like, he was getting frustrated because he wanted to mix a pink and a blue together to make a nice purple, but he had put a white underneath it, because in the video he was watching, the kid had put a white underneath, and it was with normal like eyeshadow that the kid was doing it, but we were doing it with the, you know, the drugstore makeup, and it just was not working for him. And it's understandable. Yeah, you get it. Like, if you've ever used that makeup, you're probably like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what you mean. That makeup's terrible. Like, we have other makeup where it's just like the tubes of makeup from the Halloween stores. Never want to use that on anything ever. Like, unless you are in desperate need of like white or black. Like, even the white is just terrible. It's just terrible. Like, it cracks when it dries. It's just bad. You don't want to use it. But so we're doing makeup and stuff, and we get it all done. He gets my face all done. I look so cool. Like, he did my mouth like a skull, and like skeleton teeth, and like galaxy face. It looks super cool, super rad. I kind of look like Bane from Batman, but like galaxy version. And I told him that, and he kind of laughed. And and he said hopefully his wouldn't take too long to wash off or whatever. And we were getting all done we were all done, and we were getting ready to go home, like joking about like, if the police pull us over what are we gonna tell them? And like, we came from a Halloween party, or like we came from a costume party. Like, it's the day before Easter. We have like face paint all over. But I get home and I start to wash it off, and the pink that was underneath isn't washing off. And this is like maybe half an hour ago that I'm doing this, so I'm telling this with my face still pink. And maybe I'll add a picture, probably not, but I might add a picture of my face right now, because it literally, like, my chin, it looks like I have a pink beard, which is funny because I have pink hair. Like, most of my hair is pink, just like the shade part is blonde, and it looks like I have a bright pink beard, and it is wild because I'm gonna have to take pictures tomorrow. Tomorrow is Easter. The day you are seeing this, I will probably still have a pink beard, and my mom doesn't know, my dad doesn't know, my grandpa and my grandma and my uncle and my aunt are coming over, and we're gonna take nice Easter pictures, because that's what families do. Apparently they go over to each other's houses and take nice Easter pictures, and I'm gonna be the one weird kid who's got a pink beard, and I'm like 23 years old. I'm not even like, I'm 23 years old, I got a pink beard. Like, ugh, like, why can't I just be normal? I've always been the weird kid in my family. But we come to a new point in my story. Tomorrow is Easter, and guess who's going Easter egg hunting? It's this girl. I'm not really excited because I'm kind of over Easter egg hunting, like, a little bit. Like, I genuinely could go Easter egg hunting, but I don't know. Like, I'm at the point right now where I feel like I'm getting old. Like, I'm 23 years old and I'm still doing Easter egg hunts, which I'm not complaining because I get free candy and I get free money and I get to, you know, just hang out and chill with my family and, you know, do fun stuff outside. But it's at the same point where you see kids across the street who are like 5 and 6, maybe like 3 and 4, who are picking up Easter eggs too. Like, ooh. Like, why am I so embarrassing? Why is this so embarrassing for me? Like, I'm one of those people who I look like I'm 16 so I can get away with a lot of things. Like, I can still go trick-or-treating. I didn't last year, but I went the year before that when I was 22. But all of my friends are getting to the point where they're just like, nah, I don't really want to go anymore. Like, no, please. I'm still a child, please. I'm not trying to run away, I swear. Like, this isn't a Peter Pan effect, I swear. Like, I'm still a kid. But I'm not. I'm an adult, and I still live at home, and so I still have to live as a child, essentially, which it's not bad, but it is a little embarrassing when I do child things like Easter egg hunts. And I'm not saying that I don't like doing Easter egg hunts, it's just I look over at the little kids and I think, wow, they're tiny and I'm an adult, and why am I doing this? This is embarrassing. What am I doing? What's your favorite thing to do during Easter? Ooh. My favorite thing to do is eat. And this is why I'm fat, but this is why I'm fat. My favorite thing to do is eat. And maybe it's a problem, maybe it's not. Who knows? I just really like food. Like, tomorrow, I'm so excited. We're gonna be eating ham and mashed potatoes, and when I say ham, I mean the ham with like the sweet glaze and the pineapple and the cherry. Hopefully, I'm gonna find out tomorrow that we're not having it. I'm gonna cry. But we're having that with like mashed potatoes and rolls and like my favorite thing. I don't know if this is just me because I'm fat, but my favorite thing about every single holiday is food. Like, I don't care about presents. I don't care about people. I just want them yummy foods. And if you are also a fat person, you probably realize this too, because food is delicious. Food is delicious. And I genuinely do love food. Like, I was talking about candy. The main reason I like holidays is because all of the unique food. Like, I don't eat a lot of different food in my life right now, which might be why I like food so much, is because when I get to have different food, it's like, yes. Or if I get to have good food, I'm like, yes. I don't know, I feel like I'm in a flavor funk where I don't have a lot of different foods and it's not great. I really do like Easter though. It's a fun holiday, and it's very like it was never really religious for me and my family, so we just did, you know, Easter egg hunts, and, you know, we got together with family and we had dinner, and it was nice. It was just nice. And it's nice to always get up and get down with the sickness, but it's always nice to hang out with your family. And my older brother, he is not going to be home this year because he actually moved out to the West Coast. Lucky him, right? He moved out to the West Coast to become famous or something like that. I don't know. Ron, what do you think? Yeah, it's gonna be weird that he's not here. He usually comes up, like, he used to live down south of us, like a couple hours south, like a lot of hours south of us, but he would sometimes come up and, like, you know, come up for the week and just hang out. It's gonna be weird without him, because it's him going into his adult life and doing adult things, and again, I feel like I'm too old to be here. Childish. I don't know. This has become sort of a philosophical thing for me. I don't know if I want that. Let's talk more about Easter. What's your favorite Easter candy? Mine is jelly beans. I like the Smarty ones, or like the sour, like flavored jelly beans. Like, I don't like the big jelly beans because those don't have a lot of good flavors. Like, they're like, this one's flavor is red flavor, and this one's flavor is licorice, black licorice, like, licorice. Or, I really like those birds' eggs. I think they're called robin eggs. They're, like, white with spots on them. They're pretty good. I really like getting Easter baskets because they're very cute. My mom actually sent one out to my brother a couple days ago, and he said he was really hoping that he would get one, which was really nice. I would have never thought to do that. It's also another reason why I'm not a great person, because I would never think to do that. I mean, it's not my job to do that for my brother, but my mom is very thoughtful for doing that. But, yeah, I remember, Easter always reminds me of better times in my childhood. Like, when my family was not at war, and I did not hate my cousin. And we would drive all the way up from New Jersey to where we live now, which would be about a 4 or 5 hour drive. And we would stay the night at my aunt's house. And they would make all of the kids go upstairs. Like, it's a 2-story house. It's like old log cabin style house. Beautiful house. Loved going there. I still love going there. It smells amazing. I absolutely love it. But, 2-story house. They would make all of the kids go upstairs. We would color all the eggs, and there were a lot of eggs. We would, get our baskets ready, and we would, have like 3 or 4 kids to a room, because I had my cousins, there were 5 of them, plus me, my older brother, and my younger brother. So we would be all upstairs, and there was like 3 bedrooms. We would all be upstairs, and we would all be talking until like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we would be so excited just to go downstairs to get the Easter eggs. Like, I wonder who can see the Easter eggs. Like, if we peek over the edge, can we see the Easter eggs? Like, the Easter bunny's gonna come, and he's gonna hide the eggs outside. And the best part about their house was they lived in the middle of nowhere compared to where we were. And we literally would we were so excited because they had the hugest yard. Now, where we came from, we had the biggest yard, and it was like nothing compared to their yard. We lived in a neighborhood, like we lived in the suburbs, and when you live in the suburbs, you have like a certain amount of room you can have, and you don't really have, all of the land that you could possibly own. You just had this little tiny plot of land. Like, you were lucky if you got a backyard at all. Like, you had to live in a nice area to get a backyard. And going to the country, like, it really was the country. It is the country. I live here now. It's the country. And going here was the most amazing thing ever. Like, they have like 4 acres of land, which isn't a lot. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's not even a mile of space. Like, it sounds like it would be a long distance for like city folk or suburban folk. It's not. It's like, I don't know, how do I relate it? It's a couple football fields, at least a couple football fields. They had a lot of land. It was definitely more than a couple football fields. It was probably like 4 football fields, like their front and their backyard. Maybe just 2. I'm not sure. I'm probably exaggerating. It was a big backyard and a big front yard. Like, their house, you had to drive all the way up the drive-through. You had to go get McDonald's first. You had to drive all the way up the driveway. And we always got there in the middle of the night, and it was always really cold. And I always, like, would have the window down, and I could hear the gravel underneath crunching as the car drove up. Like, every time I go to their house, it's super nostalgic in a way, because you never like, you only went there as a special thing. Like, we went up for Christmas occasionally, or we went up for, you know, Easter or Thanksgiving, and that was it. Oops, I just punched my light. But it was, like, always a special thing, and going and finding the Easter eggs was always the most fun. Like, you get to see what everybody else got in their baskets, and I never really understood why the Easter Bunny always gave my cousin better things than me. But, it was, you know, not a thing. Whatever. I'm not gonna explain it to you guys. It was not, you know, a thing, essentially. The most fun part was going outside. Because I had my 2 brothers and my 5 cousins, it was a race to see who got the Easter eggs, and you had to, like, see how many Easter eggs you can get, and whoever got the most got a special prize at the end or whatever. And it was always such a fun thing. And after we did Easter egg, we would go inside and we would wait, we would play games, and we always played cops and robbers. And whenever we got caught as the robbers, we would play a game where my cousin, my oldest, like, one of my older cousins, not my oldest, my older cousin would make something called monkey brains, and it was just like a concoction of disgusting drinks. She would make us drink it if we got caught, which we actually liked getting caught, because drinking it was fun, because it was so gross. But I always had such good memories, and it's almost sad in a way, because you never really want to give that up, but as you get older, it kind of, like, the magic just goes away. And that's Easter for you. Alright, see you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!